Okay guys, I wanted to make a video, right, talking about why social media only benefited society, right? I feel like a lot of us guys are like confused whether we should be on social media or whether we should not be on social media, right? And I'm here to tell you that yes, you should be on social media. If you're not on social media, then you're practically living under a rock, and that's not good for you at all, right? So let's hop right into this video, right? So number one, right guys, why social media only benefits society, right? And nothing else, right? And it's really simple, right? The first one, right? Social media only made people's desires apparent, right? The people that you thought you were talking to was real, right, turned out to be fake on social media, right? Or the people that you met on social media was simply fake from the start, right? They simply wanted something out of you, and that was all there was to it, right? I feel like a lot of us guys like to say social media, right, made people fake, right? Social media itself made people fake, right? But at the end of the day, this couldn't be any further from the truth. It's the other way around. People were always fake, right? They were simply suppressing it, and social media simply brought that to life, right? You can now see who's really fake, who's real, and who's not real, right? Who has a higher following count and who's following very little people, right? I'm not saying you should bash those kind of people, right? They have good reasons for that. That does not involve them being fake, but sometimes that could be the case, right? More often than not, right? And that's exactly what's going on, right? Social media simply brought those kind of people to life, right? And that's all there was, right? Because at the end of the day, you guys also gotta understand that like we're human beings, right? We're essentially animals, right? And at the end of the day, as us animals, we have things above being real to other people, right? We have problems to deal with every day, right? Back in the caveman times, it was survival, right? Now, in this day and age, right, it's all about how to make more bread. How am I going to take care of my family, right, when I reach a certain age, right? Who am I going to marry? Which car am I going to buy? Which house am I going to get, right? All those other things, right? A billion of other problems, right? Then worrying about that friend that you're talking to, right? Then worrying about that girl or man, right, depending on your gender, if you're watching this video, right, and who you're into, right, that you're dealing with, right? Social media simply brought all of that to life. At the end of the day, you can now tell who's fake and who's real. And because of the fact that we're human beings, because we're just naturally fake, right? At the end of the day, you guys just have to understand, right, that you guys gotta pick better people to hang around with, have a better social circle, right, have better friends, right, have real friends and real relationships, and not fake ones, right? Okay guys, second reason, right? And this one is really simple, right? There has been more millionaires, right, born from social media than there ever has been without social media, right? At the end of the day, guys, social media is like a rapidly evolving technology, right? There's more opportunities coming out of social media than there ever has been when there has been no social media, right? We don't have to go the traditional route of going outside, trying to build a business, trying to get your name out there, because stuff like that hardly works anyways. Stuff like that would probably never happen in your lifetime. It simply isn't as possible as it is now with social media, right? And those same kind of like businesses, like those same kind of corporation kind of businesses that you're trying to build, right, simply will not work. There's too many risks, too many pitfalls, and next thing you know, right, you're in debt. This shit never worked out, and your life is ruined, right? Practically ruined, right? But with social media, right, there's no risks and there's only like high reward, right? The only risk at the end of the day is you not taking action on this platform, you making excuses why social media isn't real, why social media is only harming you guys, when in reality it's only helping you guys, right? There's been more millionaires, right, born from social media than there ever has been in the world, right? Without social media, those kind of millionaires would never have happened, right? Because I'm going to tell you this, guys, right now, right? Those kind of millionaires are just like average as people, right, that had ideas and they simply brought it into fruition, right? Basic ideas that you probably could have thought up and took action on, right? Like fitness courses. If you look ripped enough, you can just put out a fitness course and advertise it long enough that you eventually start making money off of it, right? And stuff like that, right? You just put out ideas like that, very simple ideas, right? And the next thing you know, you're going to make a lot of money from it. Those kind of ideas are so simple and easy to do. Obviously there's hard work behind it, right? But if you really take away the hard work, everything else equal, right? If you take away the hard work, it's really simple to implement and do. And this is an easy opportunity, right? That how social media has only benefited society, because if you guys take simple as ideas like that and implement it, right, and just take action, right, then the next thing you know, with enough consistency, right, and hard work, like I said, you're not going to get far without those two, right? With enough consistency and hard work, you're going to become successful. It's really simple, right? Social media has had a lot of easy opportunities and has made people millionaires so easily that it's a crime to not really use social media to make your life successful, right? Anything, any kind of opportunity, any kind of idea that you're thinking about that you want to do, all starts with social media, right? If you want an easier way, it all starts with social media. You don't got to take the hard way, going the traditional route, right? You guys don't got to do any of that. Just use social media, use it correctly through whatever kind of vision that you see, and the next thing you know, you guys should be seeing results. Okay, guys, third reason, right, why social media only benefited society is that it gave power, right? Like, it goes back to my second point, right? How millionaires are born from social media, right? There's been more millionaires born from social media than there ever has been without it, right? It's because it gave power, right, to marginalized people, right? People that you would never have seen before in your life with crazy and spectacular, right, talents that they post on social media, right? You guys would never have seen those kind of people, right, if it wasn't for social media, right? And it brought life to those kind of people, right, to bring their talents onto social media platforms. And that's another reason why, right, why social media only benefited society, right? Because those kind of people can bring their talents, right? And with those kind of talents, right, they can like entertain us, right? Depending on the kind of talent, right? If they're doing stupid dances and whatever, right, they can entertain us, right? And those kind of people, right, that have like useful talents, right, like scientific talents, like Albert Einstein kind of IQ, right, they can like use those kind of talents, maybe be sought out by like companies that have use for them, right, or they're just bringing those kind of talents to life, making it easier for those kind of companies, right, so that they can improve society as a whole, right. The next thing you know, right, that person that you see on social media, he's gonna be out there inventing some kind of crazy technology that will ultimately help society as a whole, right? Then without that kind of technology, right? And at the same time, he's going to be becoming rich and wealthy, right? Thanks to social media, right? Without social media, right? Those kind of people would never have had power, right? Those kind of people would never have been able to become millionaires and would have had to go through things like, right, the old-fashioned way, the traditional route. That probably would have taken like years and probably would never come into fruition, right? As it is, right? This is why social media is really important, right? Because it's improving society, right? Because it gives power to marginalized voices. Not everybody can have a platform, can do what they got to do to help society as a whole, right? This last point, right, that I'm gonna make, it's just gonna be full of me, right, debunking alternative viewpoints, right, that I will be like expecting, right. And I think the first one is pretty obvious, right, that social media still made people fake because by using social media, right, they became fake. And I already kind of covered this in the first point, and it's that social media, right, did not make people fake. They were always fake from the very beginning, right? Because of like human nature, it's just who we are innately, right? And social media having a platform to talk to so many different people, right? At the end of the day, right, you're just going to become fake over time. Like you're gonna meet people that just want to use you for something and stuff like that, and it's gonna make you kind of fake, right? So I would even say, right, it's just like human nature that makes people fake, or the social media platform itself. It's just like the experience, right, of understanding how humans are, right? We're always looking for something from the next guy, from the next person, right? And naturally, it's gonna make you fake, especially if you have a big platform of social media and all of that, right? And if not, right, then you were always fake, like I said before, right? You just didn't have the tools to be fake until you had social media, right? And the second point that I expect people to make, right, is that society can still like progress even without social media. And I just think this point is like innately stupid, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like saying, right, when people was first, like back in ancient times, right, when people were first like inventing like cars, right, we're first inventing the fucking wheel, right? That's like saying, right, without the wheel, society can still progress without it. What? Society needs social media at this point, right? Because it's integral to society, right? it's become very vital to society, right? That without it, it's like life would not be the same, right? Because it's like I said before, social media gave power to like marginalized voices, right? Those kind of people, right? If they have some kind of like crazy talent, they can use social media to bring it to life, right? People can see, right? See the kind of talent that you have, right? And then some kind of corporation can like recruit you to do whatever you got to do with that talent, right? And overall, it will improve society, right? And unless, right, that talent is like entertaining people, then I guess not, right? But it is what it is, right? So to say that, right, social media, right, could not progress society even without it, it's like trying to say, like, after the caveman, right, invented the wheel, right, society could progress without the wheel, right? Like the fucking wheel that we use, right, on cars, on fucking buses, right, to get around society, right, to make society smoother, more efficient, right, overall, right? Like, it's just retarded thinking right there, right? And then I would say, right, that the last point that I would make is that, right, with more millionaires, with more opportunities that are making those kind of millionaires come to fruition, right? With those kind of opportunities, right, people can like have those opportunities and use it for themselves, right? Because all it takes is one simple idea, right, to become successful, right? And people like to say, this is where another debunking, like, kind of alternative viewpoint I'm trying to debunk, right? People like to say that, oh, those simple ass ideas like making fitness courses are like oversaturated. Like this kind of video that I'm making, right? Like I'm trying to give advice to people, right? It's kind of oversaturated. People are doing it already. No, it's never gonna be oversaturated, right? Because I know that everybody has like a unique kind of like energy you bring to the world, right? This unique kind of presence you bring to the world, right? Like Drake is never gonna be like Kendrick Lamar, right? His songs are gonna be different, even though they're both making songs, right? Make the music industry, right, it's never going to be oversaturated. There's always going to be a different kind of like style, right? And this kind of comes down to like fitness courses and stuff like that. Whatever kind of course you're trying to sell, right, it's never going to be it's never going to be oversaturated. This is also a specific kind of style, right? You just need hard work and consistency, right? You need to get your name out there to make shit work, right? And that's the video, right, guys? This is why social media, right, only benefited society and nothing else, right? Remember to like, follow, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys another time.